Good morning and welcome back. My name is Vishal Manocha, owner and director at Net Worth Immigration Solutions. Welcome back to our live session. This is 11 a.m. right now in Canada, Toronto, and in India back home 8:30 p.m. Welcome back to our live session. This is another important session with a lot of information about express entry latest draw. Also, we will be talking a lot more about IRCC, possibly staff going on strike, which is going to affect a lot of people we're going to talk about in this show. So your host Vishal Manocha is here from Net Worth Immigration. We have office in Brampton, Ontario. We have two locations back home in India, in Karnal and Kurukshetra. So with this, we provide all the immigration related services across all the course campuses we have. We also have another office located in Alberta too, so you can get connected to our staff, talk about your immigration need, and we will be there to sort out and help you in the best possible manner we have. So we have been doing it from last almost 2 decades now. We have been practicing into this industry, and we have been providing our clients with excellent client services throughout those years with an excellent success rate of more than 98% in all the applications we do. So welcome back. Let us start off with the update of this sessions, and there'll be a lot to be discussed about PNP draws, about Ontario PNP. We'll be discussing more about the skilled trade class. There is a latest update on that too. We will be talking about that also in the show. Also, it will give you a time to post your question into the comment section. So any question you have, any doubt you have, anything you want to understand about immigration situation you are in, or you want to sort out the situation you are in, contact us and we will be really happy to assist you in this regard. So let us start off with the express entry draw. Another draw of this year where no CEC were invited in specific. There was a general category draw. The disappointment was that the score went high to 486 as compared to 481, which was in the previous draw. That is very disappointing to see for a lot of students and international workers who are in Canada, because that score is very high, especially if you're grade 12 pass out back home, you have done your education in Canada, you have worked in Canada for 1 year, still you will not be able to score that high score. So that is very disappointing for international students again. But saying so, maybe as now we are into the spring, and as per previous announcement by IRCC, there are a lot of chances that we may see a specific draw coming up very soon, maybe the next week itself. But what will be that draw? Will that have everybody invited, or what specific category of people will be invited? We have to wait and watch for that one too. But this one, 486 was the CRS code, and 3,500 people were invited under this draw. So which is lower, almost half to what previously invited in the last three draws, where 7,000 people were invited in each individual last three draws. But this specific draw gave you basically 486, which is 5 point higher than the previous draw, and the number of invitations were dropped from 7,000 to 3,500, which is half of the previous draw. So again, yes, all the disappointment for international students, all the people who have been waiting for Canadian Experience class draw to happen, yet another draw from IRCC with a disappointment for all those clients. But let's see how the thing goes from here. Let's see how the things work from here forward. But things are not looking too good as of now. We're into the fourth month of 2023, but the things are not looking as good for the international student and foreign worker as of now. There is no TR to PR pathway seems to be coming up. Express entry draws are going higher. No CEC draw coming up in the last 4 months. Definitely, this is concerning. This is something to be worried about, definitely. But saying so, we all know IRCC have in March already announced, and starting from 6th of April, you can now extend your post-graduation work permit for 18 months. And we have an update on that one too, because this 18 months, we have recently heard, we have seen a lot of information being shared. We have to still verify that information with IRCC. Maybe probably I'll be getting on call with them. We have heard and seen that students who have opted into a post-graduation work permit 18-month extension have been granted an 18-month extension from the day they opt in, as compared to they should have got that from the expiry of their post-graduation work permit. So that means definitely the international students will be losing a lot of good time, a good amount of time. For example, if your post-graduate work permit was expiring in October 2023, you opt in now, and the situation is the international student have to opt in between 6th of April to 20th of May. And between that time, if you're opting in, what we have heard, as I said, we still need to verify that information from IRCC, that is that true and correct, or is there a technical issue with that one? We don't know, but as of now, yes, we have heard that people who have opted in, they have been granted a post-graduation work permit for the day they opt in. Although it seems very unrealistic right now that how the decision were made in that small time frame, because just previously or just last week only this has started. So as I said, I will be still verifying that information with IRCC, and maybe in the next show we will talk more about it. But for international students, that is the only good news we have in this year, that the post-graduation work permit has been extended for another 18 months. But this information which I just shared still need to be verified from IRCC, which we will be doing it very soon, and definitely posting it on our social media, and also let our client know. So my advice right now for students who are planning to opt in for 18 months, just hold on for another couple of days, because you have time till 20th of May 2023 to opt in for the situation. Let the situation, we have more clarification from the IRCC. If you also get time, you call IRCC and figure it out how they will be getting the post-graduation work permit. Although it clearly states on the website your 18 months will be extended from the expiry of your post-graduation work permit. But as I said, we have heard, we have seen a lot of social media news, and especially on TikTok, that students have been granted a post-graduation work permit from the day they opt in, as compared to the expiry date of their post-graduation work permit. So this is still need to be verified with IRCC, and we will be doing it soon, and definitely updating our client. But what we were discussing was, yes, the express entry draw, the score went high from 481 to 486, with 3,500 people only invited, as compared to 7,000 invited in the last three express entry draw. So that is definitely, as I said, concerning for a lot of international students and foreign workers. Now, there's another bad news coming up. What is there already? We don't know exactly the strike is going to happen or not, but as soon as early next week, a lot of public department staff and the key worker will be going on a strike. And if that happens, that is definitely going to impact IRCC processing. I'm just going to brief you of, if the strike goes ahead and there is a strike, then you can expect a lot of delays in the following things, as per mentioned on the IRCC website itself. You can still apply your application online, that will be still available. You can still keep on gathering your document and submit your application, but the delay what is expected in the last, in those if that strike happens, the first thing will be the processing of an application. We already know we have just come to an end of a pandemic, and the application processing is already delayed. But if the strikes happen, then this is going to further delay the processing of your application. Although it doesn't state it will affect all onshore or offshore application, but it will definitely impact the processing time of your application. Either it's a TR, PR, or any application you're talking about, it is definitely going to impact your processing time. So this is worrying. This is something, again, as I said, is going to impact. Secondly, what is going to be impacted because of the strike will be the in-person appointment. Those could be biometric appointment, or those could be related to your citizenship ceremonies. Those may also be getting impacted with this one. So that is another service which will be impacted if the strike goes ahead and it happens. The third most important thing which is going to be impacted because of the strike will be the reply back to the IRCC emails or social media messages, or even if you try to get connected to IRCC through a call, you may find a lot of delays happening and a lot of things happening. If that strike happens, then the chances are, yes, this is another thing which is going to be impacted, which is definitely concerning. You will not be able to contact IRCC through emails. You can expect delays in the response. You can impact definitely maybe no response coming up, or even if you call, the call may not be connected because people have gone on a strike. But, and I said, if that happens, that is expected even as early as next week. So let's stay tuned on that news. That is very, very important and definitely going to impact IRCC processing of application, and definitely going to impact all the clients who are processing their application with IRCC. Also, which is going to be impacted will be the consulate services, the citizenship and citizen services, and the passport service. So if you have got a citizenship, then the passport service can also be impacted. Just to let all our client and viewers know, in fact, I got my citizenship just yesterday, and I'm hoping that the strike doesn't happen because I have no passport to travel outside right now. We need a Canadian new passport, but yes, we will be. I am also keeping an eye on the strike because it is also going to impact the passport services. So that means if I have to apply for a Canadian passport, it may take longer than usual, which can definitely impact a lot of our planning and goals, as we do plan internationally a lot, travel a lot. But if I'll not have a passport, definitely I'll not be able to travel. So that is concerning for me, for myself itself, because as I said, I just got my citizenship yesterday, and it is worrying for me either. Even if I have to submit an application for a passport, it may take longer than usual. So, but it is, if that happens, as I said, processing time, getting on call with IRCC, your passport, your citizenship test, or oath may be impacted because of the strike. Although the online application portal and everything will be available, you will still be available to submit your application online. Also, client whoever is listening and who are with us on this social platform right now and listening, any question you have, any doubt you have, kindly post it into the comment section, because I will be coming back to the questions very soon once we have completed more updates we have right now. But as I said, if you have any question, any concern, kindly post it right away into the comment section, and I'll revert back to you immediately right now during this live session. Then we've discussed about strike, we've discussed about express entry. Let's talk about Ontario immigration, Ontario PNP program for immigrant in skilled worker class. So what we have heard is Ontario is going to double the number of invitations being sent to skilled people who have got skilled trade class experience, which is a very good news. If you are residing in Ontario, if you have an experience of 1 year in this class, we've already seen in the last 3-4 months of 2023, 5 to 6 draws have already happened. There are a lot of people already invited through the stream. And the good thing we've heard is that Ontario is doubling its number of skilled worker invitation in this 2023. So you have a very high chance of being invited through Ontario Skilled Trades Program if you have an experience of at least 1 year in Ontario. The good thing is you don't need an experience, a continuous experience. That can also be, you can have break, you can have two different, basically it has to be under one same skilled trade class, but yes, you can also get an invitation if you are in Ontario. For example, if you're a graduate, not a graduate back home, you came with a +2. We all know the express entries. We have recently discussed that there was a draw for 486, but these draws for Ontario skilled trade class have gone as low as 250 in this year. So two people, if you even have a 250 score and you have a skilled trade class with Ontario, you still have a very, very good chance of being invited. And as I mentioned, this year they have doubled the number of invitation they will be sending to the people who are residing in Ontario, which is a great news. And definitely, if you have tried to get experience in those fields, even not from the perspective of immigration, if you are looking to find a good job for yourself and a high pay scale job for yourself, then skilled trade class is something to be targeted. That is something you need to be focusing right now. Try to get experience in that field. It will give you not only the benefit of getting a permanent residency through the stream, it will also give you a benefit of getting a good job in the Ontario economy, because skilled trade class is highly shortage. The skilled people are high shortage in Ontario, and Ontario government is trying its level best to fill up that gap through immigration and through also investing into this program through different modes. And we already know in Ontario budget also it was announced they will be investing around $225 million on this skilled trade development across Ontario. So that is a good option for you, as I said, if you're looking for PR and also if you are looking to get yourself a good job while you reside in Ontario. So that was from Ontario skill trade. There was an Ontario uh, PNP draw which was held this week, which specifically target was I think 4th or 6th of April. It was happened. So last week it happened. The people who were invited were through master stream and for PhD stream. So if you have done a master's in Ontario from a university, either it's a 1 year or 2 year program, they will qualify under this program and might have got an invitation. The number of people who got the invitation were 883. So 883 invitation was sent under two specific stream, master stream and PhD stream. For the masters, the minimum score required was 52 under the expression of interest, and the number of invitations sent was 772. And for PhD, the number of invitations sent was 131, and the cutoff score for that one was 48. So from Ontario, this draw was held in last 1 week, and the skilled trade people, and these two people were invited. All you need to do is complete a master's in one of the university in Ontario as an international student, or if you've done a PhD, you directly qualify for this draw. This draw usually happens at least 2 times in a year. That's what we have seen, especially in the first part of the year and in the last part of the year. In the last 2 3 years, if you see, you will always see these two draws happening in this part of the year. As I said, first part of the year and then the last part of the year, quarter, basically you can say yes, these draws have happened, but it is only for those people and only those people qualify who have done a master's or a PhD as an international student in Ontario. So that was about Ontario master stream. I have got a couple of questions. Let me address those questions, and I'll encourage all of our clients, kindly post your question. If you have any doubt, anything you want to ask about immigration, kindly post it into the comment section, and I will be happy to get back to you right away on this live show. So we have a Gurpreet call. We have got Amit Jam. Good morning, Mr. Amit. If you have any question to ask us. We have Gurpreet asking, I have experience in office admin. Can I apply for OINP? Okay, Gurpreet. Unfortunately, office admin experience will not make you qualify for the OINP programs, because the most popular program right now in OINP, which we just discussed also, is the skill trade program, then master's and PhD program, then international graduate, and oh yes, for the ONP, maybe the only option you have within office admin is if you are been invited through Ontario Immigration Nominee Program, international graduate stream. But they have lately we have seen that stream has not got too much of draws happening. The latest draw, which was happened, also only targeted specific NOC knock code or tier system. The few knocks were picked from that. Not everybody was invited, and I have a doubt definitely that office admin may not be picked even under that draw. So unfortunately, office admin experience may not be good enough to qualify under any OINP stream. Then we have Robin asking, so can you go on tourist visa and get that converted into a work permit? How will this be done? Okay. So Robin, yes, that's a very good question and a very common question we have been asked in most of every of our live show, that converting from a visitor visa to a work permit, how is that possible, or is that possible or not? To answer those questions, yes, it's possible. Converting your visitor visa from a visitor visa to a study permit or a work permit is possible. To get into a work permit, definitely you need to have an employer who is offering you a job and they are doing an LMI application for you. And once that LMI application gets a positive result, you can apply for a work permit from visitor to work permit. So all you need, and definitely the most important thing you need, is a job offer from one of the employer in Ontario. When we say a job offer, that doesn't mean, say example, you get a letter from the employer and you don't call that as a job offer. Basically, there's an LMI application process which is called Labor Market Impact Assessment. That program is being taken care by ESDC, and also as we were talking about strike, even that LMI application can get delayed because of the strike coming up. But that is the process we need to follow. Once you get a positive result from the Employment Service Development Canada, then you submit your application to IRCC for the work permit. So that's how the process goes, and that's how it's going to work. But if you to just answer your last part of your question, how will this be done? As I said, we have all the application can be done online. You don't need to be doing it in person. So it can be done on all. These are online applications which can be done for you. Then we have Anjali asking, I want to settle in Canada through express entry process. Okay. So Anjali, yes, express entry is the most common, most popular program through which people immigrate to Canada. You basically, to qualify under the stream, you need to have, if you're back home, at least you should have a bachelor degree to have a good score. To have a good chance, then you need to have a good IELTS score and good experience back home, at least 1 year of experience in the last 10 years. That will make you qualify under this express entry stream. And as I said, this is the most common stream through which people immigrate. We see regular draws happening, except a pandemic. We have seen a lot of regular draws happening under the stream. The latest draw which was happened was just last week, where, in fact, not last week, just day before yesterday on Wednesday, where the number of invitations sent was 3,500 and the number of the score for the cutoff CRS score was 486, which is very, very high. To get to that level from back home, you need to have at least master degree, at least 3 years of experience, and a very good score in IELTS. Then only you will be able to qualify and get to that score level of 486. Other than that, it will be very difficult for you to qualify from your back home under this class. But this is the most common and the most popular express entry PNP draw, express entry PR pathway to Canada. All the other, in fact, programs are around are being run around this program. A lot of PNPs are now directly linked to express entry. So for a lot of PNP, you will be getting invited through express entry. So you should create your profile. If you think you are eligible, you meet those requirements, you should create your profile immediately. You may be even picked, depending on the skills you have, depending on the experience you have, you may be picked from one or the other provincial nominee, PNP province for your PR through express entry also. So this is the most popular program which you can target if you are looking to come to Canada. Now there were other, as we are talking about express entry and PNP, let me give you an update about 2-3 more provinces which have recently had their ONP draw, PNP draws, which will give you an idea of what sort of people have been invited, what can make you qualify for those draws, and how consistently the provinces are conducting this draw. So the first draw I want to discuss is from British Columbia. There was a draw held last week where the number was not very high, only 175 people were invited in this stream under this draw basically, and this was a general draw. So it targeted international graduate, it targeted a lot of other people, but the number was not very high, only 175 people were invited under this draw. Not a big number, but there was a draw held from British Columbia. Then we have another draw which held from Alberta, which invited 150 people were invited. Again, not a big number. The minimum cutoff score was 372, which was a decent score. Again, as I said, we were discussing initially, this is a part of an express entry stream. Alberta opportunity stream is linked to express entry, and they have been picked from the express entry system. The people who were invited were the ones who have got family connections in Alberta and whose primary occupation was in demand. Those people were invited in this draw. Alberta is one of the provinces which is very, very aggressive right now in conducting their draws. There are a lot of new programs there right now. The most popular recently been announced is the investment program where you only invest 100,000 and get a permanent residency. And second thing could be your the recent thing is Alberta rural stream is also becoming very, very popular these days. That is another. So basically, Alberta is a province to go and settle right now. Come and settle in Canada. Basically, it has very economical cost of staying there. The houses, the rent, and everything is low as compared to moving to Ontario, where 1/3 of the population move. In fact, more than half of the people immigrate to Ontario. But Alberta is one of the most popular after Ontario right now province where people are immigrating, and they have also got very good program which can help them, which is helping a lot of immigrants to immigrate to Canada. We have another couple of questions. Let me take up that before we continue and give you more updates about another couple of PNP draws which were held last week. We have a client Alok Kumar asking a question, sir. We have 2 refusals in Canada, so is there any chance to take visa for Canada? So please help us. Okay, Alok. So yes, refusals do play an important part when you do an application again, but that is not the deciding factor that you will not get a visitor visa. There are a lot of factors through which IRCC determines that basically yes, you are eligible for a visitor visa or not. First of all, your purpose of visit need to be very very clear and to be very very authentic. It has to make sense. For example, if you're coming for a holiday, for a vacation, then you need to show a lot of things in your tour visa application. Maybe a hotel booking, where you'll be traveling, where you'll be spending your holidays, and what will be your returning plans. You have to also show what you're doing back home in your home country, and try to submit all the best possible document so that IRCC can make an informed decision that yes, you should be allowed to travel to Canada on a visitor visa or not. But to answer your question, two visa refusal doesn't mean that you will not be able to travel to Canada anymore. You can still try. You can contact us, and we may be able to help you out. We'll go over your profile. We'll go over your last two refusals you have. Try to figure out if there's something which can work on, there's something we can improve on, and try to get you a visitor visa approval in your third time. So contact our office, and we will be happy to assist you, Alok, in that regard. Then we have Priya Malhotra asking, sir, hi sir, me and my 4 friends want to study in Canada. We have done graduation. How can we get study visa and best college to study in masters? Okay, so basically, if your 4 friends who are looking to come to study in Canada, you need to definitely meet the university or college admission requirement. Um, if you meet those admission requirements, then definitely you can we can help you apply to those university. Normally, the basic admission requirement is a good academic score, good IELTS score, and a progressive pathway to the master degree you plan to do. As far as you have those things in place, there are a lot of chances of you getting a master degree in Canada. But just to let you know, usually a master degree you will find out in a university and not in a college, because in Ontario, in Canada, usually the master's and bachelor degrees are mostly you'll find out in universities, specifically master degree more in universities as compared to colleges. But we can definitely help you and guide you exactly and how to start the process. But you need to have a basic things completed. If you have definitely you need to complete your IELTS. The minimum IELTS score you are looking if you're doing for a master degree is 6.5 band with low than less, no band less than 6 is something you can at least you need, but rest depend on the university. It may even take longer than that for you to get maybe more higher bands are required to get you admission into a master's degree. So for further information, Priya will advise you to contact us. And as we are discussing about this college admission, let me just let you know we have got seats available for May 2023. If you're onshore and you're looking for a 1 year or a 2 year college program, we have got seats available for May 2023, and we have got a lot of seats available for offshore for September 2023 and January 2024. You can contact our office in India or Canada. If you're in Canada looking for a college admission, college change, you're not happy with the university or college you're studying, or you are in a private college, you want to come to a public college, then definitely you can come and you can contact us in our office in Brampton, especially for admission for onshore. You should contact our Brampton office, and we will be happy to assist you for your onshore admission. For offshore, you can contact our India or Canada, any of our location, and we will be also happy to assist you for your offshore application too. Then we have Alok Kumar. So can you share your number in India office? Okay, so India office, you can call at 94160346111. I'll just repeat the number you can get in touch in India is 94160346111. You can call at this number, and I'll even leave you a message if you're not able to note it down. It's 94160346661. Contact our India office in Karnal, and they will be happy to guide you for your visitor visa application. Or if you want to get it processed from Canada, then you can also contact our office in Canada too. Then we have another question from Ajay Sharma. Can you suggest me fastest way to move to Canada? That is a hard question to answer, Ajay. The fastest move basically depends on what profile you are at. If you are, maybe study permit could be an option for you to fastest move to Canada, but depends on again if you are willing to come and study in Canada. So we don't have your profile. What Ajay, I will suggest you here is, if you can share your profile with us, then maybe we are in a better situation to answer your question and suggest you according to your profile, which could be the best way to move to Canada. There are more than 100 ways to immigrate to Canada, to be honest, to get your permanent residency. But as I said, it will be more benefit for me if I have your information, and then I can guide you specifically how you can quickly move to Canada and under which program. Alokji, no, you have got the wrong number. It's 94160 34611. So it's rather than the 6 you have put, it's 6 is 634611. So 94160 34611. Let me write it for you. 94160 Okay, so that is the correct number. I just replied back to your message, Alok. So if you want to get some contact our office, you can call that number tomorrow and they will be happy to answer that for you. Yes, that is the right number, Alok. It's 94160 34611. So with that, we are almost coming to the end of our session. We have discussed a lot of updates today, especially the focus was on the express entry draw. That was the first April draw which was held. Unfortunately, disappointing because the score, which was 481, and a lot of people thought it's going to come down. It went again higher to 486, and only 3,500 people were invited. Again, all the international students and foreign workers were disappointed. But the good thing for them is you have got an 18-month extension, so maybe something could work out for you. But don't wait again for the next 18 months before you make a decision of how you want to get your permanent residency, because the time will fly, the time will pass by, and you will be coming to another end of your work permit extension, and you may not see another extension coming up next year. So stay focused. If you're in Canada, looking to apply for PR, contact our office in Canada, in Brampton or in Alberta. We can help you. We can guide you with the different programs through which you can get your permanent residency. So with that note, we would like to end this session. I will be live back again next Friday, same time, which is 11 Eastern Standard Time in Canada, which is 11 a.m. and in India, 8:30 p.m. But our Eastern Standard Time is what we look at. We start our show at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Friday. Last Friday, unfortunately, I was not available. I was off for holidays, so couldn't have a session. But now we will have a session coming up again next Friday. So stay tuned for more updates, for more information. If you need our help, kindly contact our offices in India and Canada. My name is Vishal Manocha. I am the owner and director at Networth Immigration Solutions. So you can contact us and we will be very, very happy to help you in every immigration aspect. So thank you for joining to the show. We will see you live next Friday. Till then, have a great weekend. It's almost summer here in Canada. It was lovely yesterday, summer, and today even is better than yesterday. So let us all enjoy who are in Canada. Let's enjoy this early summer. And because next week I know there's another small winter seems to be coming up because the temperature is dropping down to 9 on Monday. But we have a great weekend here. It's a sort of a summer weekend. Let's enjoy. And we will see you live back again next Friday. Till then, goodbye.